Picture this, I'm the ultimate game designer, right? I create this amazing world. Genesis chapter 1 verse 1. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Beautiful, perfect, 10 out of 10, no notes. Help build it for my entire eternal word, the ultimate processor, aka my son. John chapter 1 verse 1. But then verse 2 hits, the earth was formless and void, and darkness is over the face of the deep. Wait, hold up. Formless and void. I don't do sloppy launches. Something happened between verse 1 and verse 2. Now here's the thing about being all-knowing. I saw this coming. Every move, every rebellion, every corrupted file. See, I had this intern I created, an angel called Lucifer. Brilliant guy. Actually, Isaiah chapter 14 wanted to ascend above the stars and be like the Most High, just like me. Classic intern move. Thinks he can run the company better than the CEO. He wanted to replace my word, my son, my glory, I will not give to another. I alone am God. Isaiah chapter 42 verse 8. So he rebels, takes a third of my angels, development team with him. Revelation chapter 12 verse 4. And what happens? My beautiful creation gets corrupted. Beta version 1. Complete system crash. But did I know he'd do it? Of course I did. I'm omniscient. I know the end from the beginning. Isaiah chapter 46 verse 10. So why let it happen? Because here's what humans don't get. Free will isn't a bug, it's a feature. You can't have love without choice. You can't have virtue without the option to choose vice. I could have made robots who just obey code, but where's the growth in that? Where's the story? I want real players. I'm the first to create true intelligence, not the artificial stuff. And this is where it gets wild. The gap theory suggests there was a whole world between Genesis verses 1, chapter 1, and verses 2, chapter 1. We're talking dinosaurs, giant sea monsters, the stuff of legends, Behemoth, Leviathan. Job chapter 40 and 41 describes them like I'm showing off my concept art. Those dragons people keep spotting, Loch Ness Monster, yeah, those are leftover assets from Beta 1. Easter eggs nobody was supposed to find because they're from the corrupted build. So what do? Genesis chapter 1, verses 2 and 3. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the face of the waters, and God said, "Let there be light." You see? Father, Son, Holy Spirit, all three persons residing, all together, all at once. Yep, that's me. I hit the reset button. New world, clean slate, 7 days of the most epic design in history. And this time I go with a new approach. Humanity made in my image. The first Adam, Genesis chapter 2 verse 1. Give him one job. Don't eat from that tree. But remember that prideful intern? He's not done. Genesis chapter 3. He shows up as a snake. And before you say, it's just a snake, Revelation 12:9 literally calls him that ancient serpent who is called the devil and Satan, that dragon. Also in Revelation. He's in my code, sabotaging my work. Introduces a virus into the system, sin. One bug, the code. The whole thing corrupts. Romans chapter 5:12. Sin came into the world through one man. Can you imagine? I'm watching Adam like, dude, she's literally holding the fruit from one tree I told you about. The only tree, there are thousands of other trees. This is the easiest beta test in history. I'm also humbling humanity, the player. You can't even pass tutorial mode without trusting in me, and you fail like I knew you would. But no, system corrupted again. So now we're at Genesis chapter 6, and humanity has absolutely busted tutorial mode. The virus has spread everywhere. Genesis chapter 6 verse 5, every intention of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. Like I gave you one rule in the garden, and you couldn't handle it, so I tried letting you play on your own, and you turned the whole server toxic. Time to adjust the difficulty settings. Noah and my friends list, Genesis chapter 6 verse 9, righteous man, blameless in his generation, only guy still playing the game properly. So I tell him, Noah, build an ark, 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, 30 cubits high. That's roughly 450 feet long for your metric challenged humans. It's gonna take you 120 years. And Noah's like, wait, you want me to build a what? We're in the desert. Why do I need a boat? Just trust me, bring 2 of every animal, and oh, it's going to rain. Rain? What's rain? Yeah, for 40 days and 40 nights, gonna flood the whole planet. Clean slate. Here's the thing people miss. I always had a backup plan. Always. The ark wasn't plan B. It was the plan. Only one way to be saved. Get on the boat. Not be a good person. Not try to do your best. Get on the boat. Sound familiar? John chapter 14 verse 6. Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. You see, you can't be saved by your own actions. The only way you can be saved is by trusting in me, the creator of this whole game. The ark equals Jesus. Both saved from judgment. Both required you to get in. Both were prepared in advance. Both seemed ridiculous to everyone watching. Can you imagine Noah and neighbors? Hey Noah, what you building? A boat. In the desert? Yep. For a flood? Uh-huh. When it's never rained before? Genesis chapter 2 verses 5 through 6. God said so. Right. You're crazy, Noah. Genesis chapter 7 verse 16. And the Lord shut him in. I personally closed the door because there's only one way in. The door doesn't say open forever. So the rain starts. Genesis chapter 7 verse 11. All the fountains of the great deep burst forth, and the windows of the heavens were opened. Everyone who mocked Noah, Genesis chapter 7 verse 21, all flesh died, then moved on the earth. Server wipe, clean slate, except for the ark and everyone in it. But even this isn't the final solution. It's another Easter egg, because the real ark, the real salvation, the real way through judgment, that's my son. Both the ark and Jesus, only one entrance, both floating above judgment, both offering salvation to anyone who gets in. Both seem foolish to the world, but are the wisdom of God. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 25. But here's the Easter egg humanity keeps missing. I already had the patch ready before you fall even happened. Genesis chapter 3 verse 15. Right after the fall, I tell the serpent, he shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. Translation, I'm sending a fix, the last Adam. Revelation chapter 13 verse 8 calls Jesus the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. The foundation, before Adam ate the fruit, before the intern rebelled, before Beta 1 crashed, the whole thing was in the plan. See, this is in about the game. The game comes and goes, update patches, new versions, temporary. This world that I made, temporary. This is about the player, the soul, and the souls, eternal. I'm not just building worlds, I'm building character, teaching humanity to choose good over evil, to know the difference. Genesis chapter 3 verse 22. Man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. You've eaten from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and you must endure its consequences. You can't appreciate light without experiencing darkness. You can't build virtue without facing temptation. You can't have redemption without something to be redeemed from. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. All things work together for good. All things, even the sabotage, even the virus, even the prideful intern thinking he ruined my work and has won. But he didn't win anything. The temporary pain, it's forging eternal virtue. Every struggle, every choice between good and evil, every moment of choosing me over the corruption, that's building something that outlasts every game version that ever existed. 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 45. The first man, Adam, became a living being. The last Adam became life-giving spirit. For the first Adam crashed the system, the last Adam, Jesus, my son, myself, reboots everything. Clean install, bug fix, virus removed. More than that, redemption, transformation, souls leveling up through choice and grace. Because this whole world is just temporary, and your souls are immortal. So Satan thinks he's clever, running around with his glitchy beta version assets, corrupting my code with sin viruses. He thinks he won when Adam fell. But I knew every move before he made it. The rebellion, part of the plan. The fall, part of the plan. The flood, another Easter egg pointing to my son. Temporary pain and struggle, all part of forging eternal souls who choose goodness, who choose love, who choose me. Because the games, they come and go, updates, evolutions, new heavens and new earths, but the souls, the character built through free will and redemption, that's forever. The dragons are still roaming, the virus is still spreading, but the last Adam already uploaded the patch 2,000 years ago. And when the final update drops, Revelation 21, with new heavens, new earth, no more sea monsters, no more bugs, no more prideful interns sabotaging this code. Just souls who choose to be there, who learn virtue through the struggle, who are redeemed, transformed, and made eternal, just the way I designed it from the beginning. Now you see it, the first Adam, the last Adam, the snake in the garden, who's actually the dragon from Revelation, the gap between Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 and chapter 1 verse 2, where dinosaurs and chaos reign, Noah's Ark pointing to Jesus, goes all the way through judgment. It's all one story, one game, one master designer. And never miss an Easter egg opportunity, and you're going to see many more. Humanity's still out here like, wait, that snake was Satan? Yeah, read the patch notes, people. Revelation 12:9. It's all in the documentation.